Aloha, I'm Mark Tolliver. I am a life coach and a salon owner. So I'm with all of you about what's going on right now, what's going on in the world, what's going on everywhere with the Corona-19 happening, epidemic. And you, like me, I'm sure, maybe sitting in a house, sitting in your apartment. You might be quarantined. You might be kind of like going, oh, my four walls, here I am. So just know I'm feeling the same thing. I recently had to temporarily close my salon until April 30th so far. And that was under orders of our mayor. I live in Maui, Hawaii. So our mayor decided to do a, what's it called? I think it's called like a Lockdown Act, where he had asked for all the businesses and everything to be closed and for us to stay in our homes and avoid the virus at all possible. And so that's what we're doing here on Maui. Just the essential businesses are open, and the non-essential businesses, which is my salon, we had to close. And at first I was like, what am I going to do? And all my fears came up. And a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of that, what us coaches call flight and fright. Hi, Jack. It's here. I'm sure with some people watching right now, it might have already been in your area for a little while now, or it's just coming to your area and the scary monster hasn't come to your door yet. Whatever the situation is, just know no one's alone in this. No one could have even imagined that this would go on, especially in our lifetime. But it is, and this is the reality. It's funny because I've been writing a book called The Future Isn't What It Used to Be. And sure enough, you never know what's going to happen, yeah? But I've loved how I've been seeing people reach out. I've loved all the live talks, the music, the families getting together. And yes, everybody's kind of coming to one again, and everybody's slowing down a little bit and hunkering down too at the same time, right? So, what does that mean for us? Who knows right now? But the one thing that we can do is thank God for social media and that we have a way to communicate, because we are human, we're human beings, and we want to reach out. We don't want to be stuck in four walls. I mean, we can still go outside and walk around, be in our yards, go out and walk down the street, walk on the sidewalks. On Maui, we have beaches. We can still go to the beach. We can't lay on the beach. We can't hang out on the beach, but we can still walk along the beach as long as we're still moving. So things have changed. Our routines have changed. There is change that is happening right now with all of us, and people aren't comfortable with change. Or some people do embrace change and take on the challenge. So whatever that is for you, just know there is a form of grieving. We all grieve kind of like our past lives. Our lives that had just happened a few days, a few weeks ago, or people that haven't been in quarantine yet, or a Lockdown Procedure Act, but maybe coming to it is waiting for it. And then what? Well, that's why I'm doing this video. And that's why I want to do a series of videos. And actually, this video is pre-taped, so I can just put this out for a posting. But I'd like to do live videos because I believe that once you're seeing something live and somebody's talking to you live and you can tap in and go, oh, there he is, at least you know something's happening right at that moment, right? Yeah. And we can all have fun at least knowing that there's somebody live on the other end. So I've had a lot of thoughts about this, and actually I've been looking at a lot of videos with other coaches doing this and friends doing this and people just getting on just to talk, which I think is fantastic. And I've decided, yeah, I would love to do a live talk every single day, but I know that that's going to be daunting. So what I thought I would do is post when I'm going to do my live videos so everybody can tap in. And at the same time, my live videos, if you do miss it, will be automatically posted because it'll be on Facebook, and I'm going to also do it on Instagram. So at least the ones on Facebook will be posted, and the ones on Instagram, still not quite sure how that works. And if somebody wants to let me know down below, that would be great. I tried a thing where I was going to do Facebook and Instagram at the exact same time, but it didn't work. It was too crazy, and one device would give out as the other device was still running. So it was a little crazy for me. Plus, it was hard for me to read who was tapping in. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do this all over again, and I'm going to do this very casual. And each day, even when you're locked into your four walls, things come up. I'm still settling with my salon and just getting everything ready for it being closed down for 30 days. It's already been closed down since last Wednesday because for us, the lockdown, at least for me, started last Wednesday, March 25th. And for some businesses, it started even earlier. The salon's under a class, is under a certain class. Sorry, I'm blanking out. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's the Health Act. And so there's essential, like the hospitals and the doctor's offices and all that. And then there's the non-essentials, which would be the salons, the spas. Yet we're all under the same Health Act and we get our license from the same department. And so because the main thing for us is sanitation and keeping things sanitized, of course. So, and I regress because I should be talking about my coaching. So I've been a coach for the past 7 years. I've done everything from life coaching, leadership coaching, business coaching, and of course owning a salon for the past 5 years, coming on 5 years, which I can't believe. Time goes by so fast. So I'm hoping this goes by fast, having to stay home. But it does allow me to be able to focus in on the coaching. And in the salon industry, I've been in the salon industry for the past 38 years. So because of that, I've had lots of training, lots of human compassion, emotion, in my chair, out of my chair. So what I want to share with you guys is actually the human compassion, us being human. As a life coach, the first thing we teach people is between the human and the being. And the being is a free-floating, wonderful feeling And the human is our humanness. It's our emotions. It's who we are. It's our thinking. It's also can be our going into ego and identity. As a being is free, without thought. So we have our humanness and we have our being. And however you believe in that. So what I would like to do is take you through a series, and actually the classes are structured, and I even have some PowerPoints and all that kind of stuff, but it's going to be done on a casual, and I'll be doing about 20-minute lessons, and I'll also have homework that you can work on, workshops as in journaling and learning your breath work, breathing, learning about brain science, about what happens in the brain and the chemicals that make us react the way we do, understanding between the human and the being and why the human is so reactionary. We'll be talking about the ego. So there's lots to cover. And what I'm really wanting to do is having everybody who takes my class to just focus on all this. And I'm doing this for the community. I'm doing this for you. There is no sign up for the next workshop series. Not that that's bad, but just I really, since I'm here, I figured why not show and let you experience my bag of tricks as a coach. A lot of people don't get a chance to see that other side of me. They see me as the hairdresser and the salon owner. And what I'd like to do is be able to show you my coaching skills and my little bags of tricks and stuff that you can use, some gold nuggets that will make your life with ease, and how to make your life with ease and to be okay with what's going on right now. Because once again, a lot of people have a hard time with change, and we're going through a big change. Our entire world is going through a big change, not just our country, not just our neighbors, not just our state, not just where we are. It's the world. This thing has really encapsulated the entire planet. It's just new for us here in Maui because we've been so removed from it. And now it's here at our doorstep. So we have to look at this thing. The coaches say sometimes you have to look at the monster straight on. And that's what I'll be talking about ego. When you identify things, when you name things and things become real, and what we do and how we react to it. So I hope this is landing for you. I hope this is making sense. And also talking about that, there are what things are called triggers. What things will trigger you, which I'll explain too, and how we can acknowledge those triggers, because that's part of our human side, our human emotion. Someone may say something like Corona-19, and it's a trigger, and it's like, oh my God, here it is again. Or someone may even say something beautiful to you, like, stay safe, stay healthy. But it could be a trigger. It could be like, oh my God, yeah, that's right, I gotta be healthy. Also, as easy as washing your hands every day, and you're supposed to wash your hands and do the correct procedure, sing happy birthday twice, that kind of stuff is great. And you know that you're doing a good thing, and keep on doing that. But also realize that this could be a trigger. Just the sensation, just the feeling, or your hands feeling a little dry after shampooing and shampooing, because that's what I do all the time. But after washing your hands or using the Perel bottle too many times, your hands starting to dry out. Well, okay, so there you go. But that's what we have to do. It's a necessity, right? It's turned into our life. It's turned into our routine. And it's also something in the future you really didn't think you would have to do. I mean, everybody washes their hands, of course, but not every other second. So it is a change, and it's a change in our daily routine. So what I want to be able to do is help you embrace the change, to be able to honor yourself for doing that, and to be able to see where you can go. And also, once this is all done, what is your future? You've had some think time. You've had time to go online, take some classes, take little hints here and there. Are there some hunches of, God, if I just had enough time to just be, what would I be doing right now? What would I work on? What are those projects that you've always wanted to work on? Also, a lot of people love structure. And when you're kind of sitting in your four walls, there is no structure. You could sleep as long as you want to, you can dally, and that's great if you want to do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just that set a structure for yourself. Set something to do, something to challenge. Pick up that book you've always wanted to read. Do that activity that you've never had time to do, if you can do it. So with much aloha to everyone, and I'm really hoping that we can create a synergy and that you can tap into my classes. And once again, my classes will be coaching, where it's just straight on forward coaching. And then I'll have another one that will be all about the exercise of that coaching technique. If it's journaling, if it's breathing on a yoga mat, if it's stretching, whatever it is, and whatever I come up with. I want to have fun, something a little different, and to really show how, when you're in touch with your human emotions and you understand what that is and you're aware of it, you're aware of your ego, you're aware of your self-talk, brain science, where actually thoughts turn into chemicals in your brain, and breathing creates oxytocin, sorry, I have a little bit of a lisp, and you can breathe in and it frees the mind. It puts oxytocin chemical releases in the mind and throughout the body, actually, and it relaxes the body. It relaxes you. It stops the little thoughts going on in your head that's created by the ego, which I'll explain in one of my classes. And if you can just take this one little nugget, just take this one, just breathe. When you feel like you're getting a little claustrophobic being at home, walk out your door, open your window, gaze on something. I don't care if it's a tree. For some people, it may even be a brick wall in a city. Open that window. Take a deep breath. If you can't open a window because you're in a high rise, it's okay. Take that deep breath. If you can go outside, take that deep breath and let it out. When I coach oxytocin, I always say it's rainbows and butterflies. It just makes you, everything just goes away for 2 seconds, however long. I don't care if you do that 1,000 times a day. Because we all breathe anyway, right? And that's one thing that we can do. Okay, I see it's going on 20 minutes, so I'm going to sign off. And if people are interested, please comment down below. Let me know that you're interested, or like me, or heart me, or whatever, and we can take it from there. All right, so tomorrow, Thursday in the late afternoon Maui time, probably 4 or 5 o'clock, I will be doing one of my live gigs. Okay, and I'll make sure to post. Thank you so much. With Aloha, hang in there. We're all doing it right now too. Okay.